Yo, what's going on, people? King Riches back again with another stream. All right, and I want to talk about why guys are staying single. Yeah, obviously you can see from the thumbnail, it pretty much says it all, but we are gonna chat about it here on this video. So make sure you like the video, yeah, leave a comment after, share your thoughts. I like to make this very interactive and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I just want you lot to answer this quick question. All right, I want you to answer this quick question. Like, of all the women that you think are out there, just in your city, wherever you are, what percentage of them do you think is wifey material? I want you to honestly
secure the objective.
Answer that question. Let me just turn the game chat off. Yeah, because honestly, I think that 90%. I gotta make sure the game volume's low. 90% of women walking around are not wifey material. They're not, bro. They're just not. For varying different reasons. Yeah? Various different reasons. I think that most women out there do not really want to be wifey material when they're in their prime. Yeah? So when they're in the ages of like, what's it? Let's just say from 18, yeah, till 27, 28, 29, 30 even. I think that most women just want to just run around and have fun. You know, girls just want to have fun and all that, innit? Yeah. And it's just not really a feasible strategy, because once you are out of your prime, your options are going to change as a woman. It's very simple. Like, what you could ask for when you was in your prime is different to what you're going to be, or what you're going to have available to you when you're not in your prime. It's a very simple thing. And I think that a lot of young women, they just want to be party girls. They want to just be out there going to bars, clubs, shisha lounges, day parties. They want to go on these holidays where they sleep with random guys they meet. They want to get drunk. They want to take substances. They're just out there. They're just active, right? And it's a joke. It's a joke, really, because they end up racking up high mileage, racking up baggage, whether it's mental baggage or life baggage. Like, they might have kids early and stuff like that. And I'm getting messed up in this game, bruv. I really don't like this map. I really don't like this map. This is one of them Black Ops maps, Black Ops 6 maps that I just think is useless. But anyway, they just rack up all this mileage and baggage, which makes them less desirable, makes them less of a option for commitment. Oh my God, I hate this map. I don't care. I'm rage baiting. I rage quitting. I don't like this map. But anyway, yeah, so it's just, again, if every one of you ask yourselves the question, like, what is the percentage of wifey material women you think around you in your environment? It's going to be a low percentage, bro. It's going to be really low, bro. Like, because end of the day, yeah, most women don't really get into the mindset of being wifey until they're like 40, 45, bro. I swear to God, like usually the most logical, humble, wifey material type personalities you will meet amongst women will be women who are older. These are women that have already been around the block. They've already seen it, done it. You know, they've had their party phase. They've given their bodies to Chad and Tyrones and bad boys. So now they understand the real world. They understand what's real and what's fake and what's important and what's not important and blah, blah, blah. But by that time, it's too late. To be quite frank, it's too late by then. You know, nothing lasts forever. And your time to mess around, or your time where you're in your best peak years, is limited. And whether women like it or not, women are primarily measured by youth and beauty. So once those variables change, it's hard times, man, because your options are gonna change. Your options are, oh my god, I'm just getting, what is going on today, man? I'm just doing terrible. I've never played this map before, to be honest. I don't even know this map. I'm just literally wandering around like an idiot. But yeah, yeah, I just think that the percentage of women walking around that are wifey material is so low. So low. Sorry, mate. So low. Like, think about it. Just like a woman in her prime being humble. Just being humble, bro. Like, that is hard to find, brother. That is hard to find, bro. They all think that they're deserving of this and entitled to this and blah, blah, blah. Literally, the man has to do everything, and literally all she's required to do is exist. All she's required to do is exist. Her existence is enough. Wow, that guy's floating, bro. Literally just exist. No, this is the wrong way. Just exist. The man, you have the burden of performance. You need to make her life easy. Oh, come on. No, Rich is 90% sounds accurate to me, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd say 90%, or let's put it like this: 10% of women walking around these days are wifey material. So let's think about what makes so many of modern women just like not qualified to be wifey material. All right, number one, most women, when they're in their prime, they choose to be party girls, right? And when they go and be party girls, they usually rack up a lot of mileage. They sleep around. And at the end of the day, I don't care what no one says, it's not desirable for any man to commit to a woman who's given her body to loads of other men. No man wants that, ever. Bro, I'm getting so much bad luck. They're just hopping out, funny timing. Like, I just keep getting bad timing constantly. But anyway. Like, what? Oh, wow. Anyway, yeah, why would any man want to get with a woman that has given her body to loads of other men? Like, where's the exclusivity in that? What makes that the whole, in, you know, physical aspect of your relationship special if she's done that same act with loads of other men? It's not special anymore. It's not special at all. She's given her body to loads of other men. Like you can't even walk into an environment and feel like, okay, I've got my woman, you know, I'm happy, like, you know, this is my woman, you know, this is exclusive. You can't even feel that way because, you know, the potential for you to run into other men that has had her as well is very high. You know, the world is not that big anymore. The internet made sure of that. A lot of women don't see a problem with just racking up a high body count, and that's a problem in itself. A lot of women do not see any issue with just giving their bodies to loads of men. They truly believe that, oh, if a man does it, then I can do it too. If a man sleeps with loads of women, then I should be able to sleep with loads of men too. And it's just the same, when it's obviously not the same. Why is it not the same? Because it's most of the time harder for a man to sleep with a lot of women than it is for a woman to sleep with a lot of men. It's easy for any woman to go and sleep with loads of men. She doesn't even need to be super attractive to complete that mission. She doesn't. There's a lot of desperate men out there, simpy guys out there, guys that have very, very low standards that would happily sleep with a woman who's not conventionally attractive, a woman that is not in shape, a woman that has a lot of baggage, a woman that has mental issues. A lot of guys will not mind. And not even just sleep with them. We'll get into full-blown relationships and even marry these type of women. So I think that women need to just accept that a man sleeping around and a woman sleeping around is two different dynamics. And the fact is, a woman can do it very easily. It's not an accomplishment. It's not something to brag about. It really ain't. So a lot of women out there, they're throwing their box around and they're sleeping with Chads and Tyrones and bad boys. Yeah? And when they do that and they get these high body counts, they usually rack up a high mileage of bad experiences with these guys. And because they have all these bad experiences with these guys, they become bitter and twisted. These experiences change them. So in the beginning, they were probably very, you know, happy people, optimistic people, you know, people that had a lot of like good energy. But since they've shared their body with so many bad men and had so many bad experiences, they change. Their personalities and their character changes, and not for the better. These people have got soul ties with bad men. They've shared energies with these bad men. And it's like each man that they've been with has deposited that energy into that woman. So now that woman is carrying all these different men's energies inside her. It's a very dark concept, but is true. From what I've seen in my life, when I come across a woman that has, you know, slept with a lot of different men and been with a lot of different men, they're usually not the most stable people mentally. They're not usually the easiest people to get along with. They're usually very cynical, negative. They they don't trust men. They usually hate men to a certain degree. Even though they sleep with men and they like sleeping with men, they actually don't like men. Oh my God, why are they always ready for me, man? These guys are always in the right position. Like, I don't understand it. Wow, man, that guy's a witch. That guy has to be a witch, because why would you know where to be every time? You have to be a witch. Not that time. Anyway, oh my God, bro. Bro. This game is just really against me today. Some days you just have where the game just like this. Oh my God, he moved at the right. I need to stop playing domination. I think that's what it is. This domination's not working for me today. Another aspect you can take on board is some women, they sell their bodies. So some women, there's not only their throwing box, some women are selling box, bro. So they got a really high body counts. They've done a lot. Crazy. But anyway, so to make it simple, a lot of women have got like a lot of high mileage. They've been with a lot of different men, you know, and because of that, they've had a lot of bad experiences that has kind of made them sour. They may hate men now. They've taken on certain negative characteristics from all different types of men. Now they are calibrated to only want to be with bad men as well. You know, if they've only given their bodies to Chad and Tyrone, now that's all they want. If they come across a guy who is a nice guy, they will tend to look down at him and not see him as valuable, and probably just use him or not even give him a chance in the first place. So nice guys will always usually finish last with the majority of women walking around. And moving on, another aspect what I realized why a lot of men are staying single is because you see that a lot of women walking around dress very inappropriately. They put themselves out there in a promiscuous fashion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I would feel ashamed to be with a woman who dresses provocatively, dresses promiscuously, or puts herself out there in that fashion. Now, a lot of these women are going to say, oh, but I'm just dressed like that. I'm actually a good person, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you put yourself out there in inappropriate clothes and you dress in ways where people are going to judge you and look at you as an object, like, why do you think a sensible man is going to look at you as wifey material? Because you're not putting yourself out there sensibly yourself. Everybody gets judged for how they put themselves out there. If a man dresses homeless and wears dirty clothes with holes in it, most people are going to assume that he is a homeless man with nowhere to stay and no money. Now, he could be a millionaire. He could drive a Rolls Royce and have a big mansion. But if he sits on the corner of the street in clothes with holes in it that are dirty, people are going to assume that he's a homeless, broke man. And I don't think that it's unfair for people to think that, because that's how he puts himself out there in the world. What do you expect? But these women, they will dress like 304s and then be confused as to why people assume that they're 304s. I just don't understand. I don't see their logic. And this is what I'm saying. Some people just do not think. They don't think clearly. They don't think logically. They just think with emotion, and they just believe that, oh, I should be able to do whatever, and you as a man, you need to accept it. And no, men don't want to accept it. And that's why a lot of these women, who, even the ones that are very, very attractive, they are still remaining single. Because many women, many of them want to dress like 304s. They want to dress like women that sell their body. Any excuse. They want to dress in see-through dresses, literally wearing lingerie out in public, talking about that's their outfit. Like, I'm not even a prude. I'm not like a strict dude myself, but like sometimes it's just like it's too much. It's like, what are you doing this for? Why are you so desperate to get this kind of attention from strange men on the internet or whatever, or in the real world? Why do you want to be viewed in this way? It's funny because there's even women that I know in real life that, you know, I know their personality and they're a nice person and everything, but when I see how they dress when they go out, I just think, what are you trying to do? What are you really trying to do? Like, you do realize if you wear a top where basically all your cleavage is spilling out, and we can literally see if your nips are pierced, and we can see that you're wearing the tightest skirt around your backside, that you're gonna have to keep pulling the skirt down because it's riding up all the time. Like, what message does that put out into the world about you? What does it say about you? Because the same women who are gonna say, oh, I shouldn't be judged on how I look, are the ones that judge men on how they look. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, they have all the intelligence when it comes to judging men, categorizing men, etc., knowing what they want out of a relationship and what they want out of a man. But when it comes to simply looking in the mirror, if I dress like this, I'm going to be judged like this. No, that just goes out the window. They don't think like that. They'll always have excuses for what they do. And men do not want to be shamed because they're with a woman who doesn't know how to carry herself appropriately. A man doesn't want to be made to look ridiculous because his woman doesn't know how to dress appropriately or knows how to conduct herself online respectfully. Because at the end of the day, if you as a man, you're in a relationship with a woman and she goes online and posts pictures and videos of herself in promiscuous outfits or provocative outfits, she doesn't respect you, bro. She doesn't respect your relationship, and she doesn't respect you. Because she cares about validation from strangers. She cares about making strange men lustful after her. You're not enough, essentially. You're not enough. Your attention is not enough. She needs the attention of the whole world. She wants everybody to see her cleavage. Everybody has to see. And they want you to take them seriously. They want you to take them seriously. But they can't even respect you or themselves enough to dress like somebody who has some sense. I noticed this is a very common, typical thing. 90% of women, they want everybody to be looking at them, thirsting after them. It makes them feel good. And in essence, they're advertising. And I've always said this. Every single time you see a woman and she posts on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and she's in skimpy clothing, provocative outfits, dresses, exposing herself, she's advertising, bro. Some of these women are constantly advertising, bro. Oh, that was so crap. They're constantly advertising, bro. How you gonna wifey somebody like that? That's their culture. That's their nature. They're always advertising. One man can't satisfy her, bro. She's always on the lookout for another deal. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, fam. I'm doing so rubbish today on this game, bro. It's so annoying. Oh my, I am missing everything, bro. Even when they slide out in front of me, I'm just missing them, bro. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, another reason why guys are just staying single is cheaper. Plain and simple, it's cheaper to be single, bruv. Like, now at the end of the day, there's no point, you know, just making all this money and hoarding it and never spending your money. Like, and money's not everything. Yeah, family is more important than money, right? You know, connections with people, etc., etc. But most guys have had this experience, and I want to talk about it, where you've got with a girl, you was doing well financially, you got a girlfriend, and then you ended up spending a lot more money than you usually would. And that's because, you know, girlfriends, they always want to be outside, they always want to find activities, they want to do shopping, they want to spend money and do this and do that. They've always got something else they want to do. It never ends. Women don't like to just chill out and be normal. Nah, they always got something they want to do. They've always got something else they want to do, bruv. And hold on. Oh, what? Where did that frag come from, bro? What the hell? But yeah, like, you'll easily spend grands when you're on your own. You could be frugal, and for the most part, most times men are quite frugal. Like, do you get what I'm saying? If a man's just left to his own devices, he ain't really gonna be wasting money, bruh. He ain't. And most of the time when men spend money on luxury items, expensive items, it's in order to attract women, really. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, guys go and buy drip, buy an expensive car, you know, buy an expensive crib, whatever. It's all to impress a woman, to potentially attract a woman. That's what it's all about. But most men would be content as long as he's got food, he's got a gym, he's got a car. You know, it doesn't have to be a fancy car, as long as it's a reliable car. Most guys would just be happy. T-shirt, jeans, maybe some nice trainers, sneakers, whatever. Most men will be happy with that, you know? Have his little PlayStation, you know? Maybe a few nice things here and there, nice watch, maybe a chain, but he ain't gonna be doing the most, you know. Probably the most the average guy would like to do is travel a little bit, not even that excessively as well. Just travel a little bit every now and again, you know. But most men will just be happy with the simple things in life. It's usually when you introduce the woman into your life, that's when now things start becoming all extravagant. That's when life starts to become really expensive. I've always had more money in my pocket when I've been single than when I've had a woman in my life. You know? And that's whether you have a girlfriend or you have multiple women that you're dating. Because even if you have multiple women you're dating, in fact, I think even dating multiple women can prove to be more expensive when you add up all the totals. This guy always slides at the right time. Weasel. Someone said, thing about it, you spend thousands on a wedding ring and that is essentially literally on a rock. For someone who is ungrateful and will most likely divorce you. Yeah, we not even got onto that point yet. We ain't even got there yet, bro. We ain't even got there yet. Let me see what you lot said in the chat so far. And everybody, please like the video. Don't forget to do that. Someone said, Jaden said, they say men who play video games are childish, but a lot of women, modern women, aren't mentally mature themselves either. I'd rather play video games than a woman's. Oh my God. The reason why a lot of women despise when guys play video games is because the women want that attention on them. You see, when a guy's doing anything that is for himself, that just has nothing to do with the woman, it has nothing to do with pandering to women, it has nothing to do with, you know, praising them or setting your eyes on women or listening to them or what they want to do or what they like, then they don't like that thing. And video games, when guys play video games, it's all about just guys having fun. You know, there's nothing to do with it has nothing to do with chasing women or appeasing women or pandering. It's got nothing, and that's why women despise video games and they will shame men for playing video games. Whereas at the same time, women can be super immature, super childish. Like have you ever been in the room and listened to girls just talk? Like, not girls, like women just talk. Just listen to the things they talk about, how they talk about people, how they talk about themselves, how they talk about men, how they talk about life. Grown women, and they'll be sounding like teenage girls, laughing and giggling about things that are not even funny at all. You know, just the level of vanity that a lot of women have is very immature as well. But when guys do stuff that we like for ourselves, you know, you play a video game or you watching sports or anything, they have a problem with it. They don't like it. Oh, you're immature, etc., etc. It's a joke, really. It's a joke. And they'll shame you. Oh, you do that all the time, bruh. Whatever. I don't listen, bro. I ignore it when I hear women try to say stuff like that. Oh, why are you always on the game? Blah blah blah. Which I'm not always on the game, but if you seem to catch me at that time, oh well. You know, it's whatever. Because at the same time, I think someone that takes pictures, provocative pictures, and posts them to the internet, I think that's childish. I think that's lame.
Spotted blast trap.
I think that's lame. Looking for attention online from random men. I think that's lame. King BB says, what blows my mind is the fact that they go willingly choose the bad men and blame all men as responsibility with this entitlement, like we owe them something. That's pisses me off. Yeah, and that's another level of immaturity. Like, you make bad decisions, you deliberately pick men that are bad because you are attracted to evil, and then when bad men do what bad men do, you basically say that all men are bad and all men are like this and all men are dogs and blah blah blah, and it's not like that. It's your choices. Your choices are bad. And a lot of women are attracted to evil men. I made a video about that a long time ago. Like, a lot of women are attracted to evil men, bro. They're literally attracted to evil men. It's kind of the whole, like, Adam and Eve, and you know, Eve in the garden, and she was deceived by the serpent. Yeah, there was an attraction there. That's why she was able to be deceived, because there was an attraction to the serpent. Because if you think about it in life, yeah, women don't want to even speak to men they don't find attractive, bro. They don't want to be around men they don't find attractive. They don't want to speak to men they don't find attractive. They don't want to hear what no unattractive man's got to say. They don't care about his opinion. So, with that logic, or that principle, that means that Eve in Eden must have had an attraction to the serpent. And that's why she was so easily deceived by the serpent in the Garden of Eden. Therefore, women are attracted to evil men. You know? You got men that are like literally serial killers, and they have women writing love letters to them in prison. Do you know how wild that is? And then you've got guys that are nice guys, etc., etc., that can't even get dates. They can't even get a date. They can't get a girlfriend. Woman will say he's boring, he's lame, you know, he doesn't make enough money, blah, blah, blah. But a man that's a serial killer in jail, who has nothing, he will have women writing him love letters. That's how wild it is. That's how crazy this world is, bro. It's mad. Actually mad, bro. So that's another reason why a lot of men remain single, because a lot of women they don't appreciate a good man. They don't appreciate no good man, bro. They want some 6'6" Tyrone Chad millionaire guy like Chad Tyrone millionaire guy who he's got that street element to him, bad guy element to him, dangerous element to him, yeah, who all the other women are desiring, lusting after. And then he's just gonna be a little simp for her. That's what these women really want, bro. A millionaire, Chad and Tyrone, super tall. That's, oh, how did I miss that guy? That's so weird. There's something weird going on in this game, bro. I don't know.
UAV commencing surveillance operation. UAV mission timeline 50% expended.
Contact with UAV has been lost.
So yeah, a lot of women, they can't respect a good man, a decent man. Yeah. If you're not a bad guy, they don't respect you. It's crazy. If you notice that is like these criminals, these guys that do loads of like bad things and stuff like that, they always got women. They always got women, bro.
Snipers down. Move up.
They always got women. No problem getting a woman. What the hell? No problems.
They're right where we want them. Finish the job.
This world sucks, bruv. If you want to get loads of women in this world, you gotta be a bad guy, bro. All you need to do is be 6'3" or 6'6" or 6'8". Have money. And be a bad guy, bro. You'll get all the women, all the different types. They'll be throwing themselves at you. That's why I said, I'll be honest, the reason I'm single is because a lot of girls are too demanding and stressful. I can't be with someone that gives me stress and headaches every day. I'll get heart attack from it. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, that's the other reason. Oh, that's another reason why a lot of guys are staying single, bruh. The unrealistic requirements. Why is it that we live in a society that is becoming more and more demanding on men, especially financially, bro? let's not even get into the physical sides of it, the superficial, the financial side of it. You need to be a millionaire. Most women who are attractive demand a man to have enough money to take them out on holidays, take them expensive restaurants. If you work just a normal job, that's not good enough. It's not good enough. All right? The only time you're going to get with a girl that's attractive and she's not requiring you to be a millionaire is if A, she finds you to be like a very attractive guy, so then she'll look after you, and B, she's probably gonna be a very low value, low quality, low vibration person, like somebody from some kind of hood ghetto mindset environment, bro. That's the only way that really works. or if she's older and then you're just like her, what is it, toy boy. So then she look you she basically looks after you like you're her kid. But then again, you still have to be a good looking guy. Like, they're not gonna do that for any just some average looking dude. No, you're gonna have to be a good looking toy boy for her. But yeah, like, you gotta understand, a lot of these women, they're scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, they're looking at the lives of other people, and they want to live some rock star lifestyle, bro. That's what it is. And if you don't provide that, then they'll go and jump ship and find somebody else that can provide that. But the actual truth of the matter is that they just end up getting used with men by men with expendable money. That's all that happens. They don't get true, genuine connections or relationships with these guys that are willing to spend. No, these guys that are willing to spend for that night or that weekend. That's all. It's not real. And you can't feel sorry for them when they fall into those traps, because you're a superficial money grabbing person, and you know that's what you got. And that's what you got. No sympathy. All those women that, oh, I want a man with loads of money, It never ever usually works, bro. That never usually works. Because their heart is not in the right place. Come on. The heart is not in the right place. Oh, went up the stairs. Hold on. Hold on, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Slow reflexes. I got very slow reflexes right now. I don't know what's going on. Very slow reflexes right now. But yeah, these women, they want a guy with loads of money. They just end up getting used by guys that have money to spend. That's all that happens. That's all that happens, bro. Guy will treat them to a nice dinner, a nice experience, go out, buy some bottles. These guys don't care. They're spending money that they're going to make back anyway. And they know that these women are just gold diggers. They know these women are not wifey material. So they sleep with them a couple times, then they just move on. That's all. That's all that happens. And then these women will be like, oh yeah, I only date men that have got money. All the men that I've dated, they've got this, they got this car, that car, they have this kind of house, they have this kind of job, blah blah blah. And it's like, bro, like you just get used by those guys. Those guys don't claim you. They don't stick with you. They don't keep you. Like, what are you bragging about? Silly. But they really think, oh yeah, only money man for me. It's just like, bruh. Okay. Nah, money's not a bad thing, but it's just like, the love of money is the root of all evil. Everybody knows that, but you know, in this society, a lot of people seem to still get that wrong. Still get that wrong. Where are they, man? Gosh. Jamal says, you red pill guys don't have any games. Stay complaining about women. Real men don't act like this and have no problems with women. And he's repeated himself 3 times, bro. Like, but let me tell you one thing, Jamal Jones. I'm very successful when it comes to women, bro. Like, so I'm talking from my experience. I'm not talking about theory. And you see, it's guys like that, these simps, these major simps that are just like the most disgusting, despicable individuals. They make the world so hard for everybody because they're enablers. They enable bad behavior. And they try to shame men all the time. Because that's what this society is all about, shaming men. Shaming men. That's all it's about. Absolute idiots. And the thing is, they're not safe. They talk like they're safe from everything I'm talking about, and they're not, bro. And they're gonna feel it. Because they're simps, they're more susceptible to getting caught slipping. And when it happens to them, they're gonna be hurt. Because they're going to be like, wow, like, you know, I've been simping for all this time and I still got hurt. Now, those guys was right. Those guys that I was talking shit to, they were actually right. Oh, my God. Brother, you're not talking to a guy that can't get girls, bro. You're not talking to a guy that can't get girls. Yeah, I get women younger than me, older than me, black women, white women, mixed women. Bro, like, what are you talking about? I get matches on dating apps, bro. I'm not one of those guys that are complaining because I can't. I'm complaining because of the reality. You need to step into the real world and stop being a sheep and stop being a simp. Jamal Jones is the type of guy that would have a problem with Ginger J and you know, talk loads of crap about Ginger J, but then Victoria Everest he would have nothing to say. He's Jamal is that type of guy. He only holds men accountable. He never holds women accountable. You're probably raised by a single mother, Jamal. Yeah, you're probably raised by a single mother and you've been indoctrinated into the matriarchal mindset. And I'm sure that you're black as well. So we know our community is very matriarchal. So you've basically been conditioned to be a simp. Because most of us black guys are conditioned from a young age to be simps. And at the end of the day, it does not help anyone, men being simps and men being weak. See, I say these things because I want guys to know exactly the game that we're playing and the players that we're playing with so that men can win and be in a stronger position in this game. You see, when you play a game and you don't understand the rules and you don't understand the players that you're playing with, you're susceptible to taking many major losses because you don't understand. But then when you do have a good understanding of the game and the players you're playing with, now you are in a better position. Now you can maneuver so that you don't have to take these major losses. But somebody like you will come and shame and say you guys are weak and you guys can't get girls. That's why you're talking like this. No, it's only somebody that's had girls or women in his life that is able to articulate these ideas, because I'm talking from my own life experiences, dummy. What an idiot. This guy definitely, you've definitely not had more women in your life than I have. And you're talking to me. This is the craziest thing. This guy's only ever had a couple hood chicks in his life. A couple hood ghetto chicks in his life. And now he wants to talk to me about, oh, you don't get no girls, that's why you're complaining. Get out of here, bruh. Just remember this, Jamal. You're watching me. I would never watch you. Ever. There's a difference. Stupid. These simps, man. Absolute simps. Anyway. A lot of women just don't want to be wifeys, man. They don't want to be wives until they get old, bruv. They don't want to settle down until they get old, bro. Oh, now they want to have kids. Now they want to settle down. Now. After they've been running around clubs, bars, dating random guys, doing all kinds of nonsense, staying up late, going bed early, staying up late, going bed late, all of this kind of stuff. All these holidays, they're going all these holidays, meeting random men on holidays, sleeping with random men. Always got excuses why it happened. Oh, I was drunk, I was high, I was this, I was that. Whatever. Oh, I've got another thing that I've got to say, because I noticed this, yeah. Why is it that so many women are like potheads now? So many women are potheads, bro. Like, it's actually mad, bro. Like, the only conclusion I can make is that a lot of women are just unhappy. Because I know when I was a pothead, I was not happy, bro. I was frustrated with life. But people always go to alcohol or some kind of drug because they can't handle reality. They're not happy, you know. And that's another reason why a lot of men stay single, because they realize that, you know, you try to have these relationships with these women, they're never happy, bro. They're never happy. Never happy, bro. So you as a guy, you're gonna break your neck to try and make this woman happy, but bro, like, you can't make her happy because she's not happy in herself. She's not content in herself. A lot of them are alcoholics, bro. A lot of them are hooked on some kind of drug, and they won't quit. Some of them would know. Some of them would be open to quitting, but some of them, bro, nah, they ain't gonna quit for nothing, bro. They ain't gonna quit for nothing, fam. They ain't quitting for nothing, cuz. I personally think that smoking the green stuff, I think that's a dirty habit. I think it says a lot about somebody when they smoke. They can't handle reality. They're not someone that is comfortable in their own skin. They want to feel that escape. And yeah. When someone is just always drinking and always smoking, I just feel like they're gonna be open to doing something scummy and then blame it on the alcohol, blame it because they were high or something like that. There's just open. It just opens the door to a lot of other things that, yeah, it's not my lifestyle personally. Wow, I'm just getting caught by everything. It's not my lifestyle. You know, I like to live a clean lifestyle. I like people that... Oh my God, this guy... What the hell? Nah, that was weird. That was just weird right there. Shot the guy, he didn't die. I'm playing hardcore mode. Shot the guy, he didn't die. Doesn't make no sense. I just don't respect people that smoke weed. I don't respect that. Like, I just find that to be so annoying. People like that get on my nerves. Like, they make their whole personality about smoking weed. Like that's some cool thing. No, you just been socially programmed to think that it's cool. Because every rap song told you that smoking weed was cool. To be intoxicated is so cool. All programming. And a lot of women now, they're hooked on smoking. They're hooked on it, bro. Like, they're addicts. How can you wifey someone that's an addict? Can't stop smoking, can't stop drinking, can't stop partying, can't stop dressing like a 304. Can't stop spending money, bro. Wasting money on nonsense, bro. Can't stop it. Very childlike, very, very childlike, very irresponsible. Very irresponsible. Oh, nah, let me concentrate. We only need one to win. You only need one. That guy was sneaky. Oh my days, that guy was sneaky, bro. That guy was so sneaky, fam. I just feel like someone's gonna come from there. Oh, how did you get me so clean? What the hell? You was behind the car, but you still got me clean. Oh my God, they are hiding. Oh my days, they are hiding, bro.
Your suspect has been destroyed.
What the? Bruh. She's so annoying, bruh. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the live stream on the celebrities. Don't worry, man. I want to talk about these celebrities, bro. These so-called celebrities, these so-called stars. They ain't no stars to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Devil worshippers, bro.
Gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it!
Oh my God, why are they always just like ready? Like, I don't understand how they just standing there waiting and I just step out. Like, I don't see how that even works, bro. Like, oh my God, bro.
Activate catchback protocol. Get your asses back to base.
We had one less player and I'm the only one that got over 20 kills. And the other guy got 39. The hell. It was basically me versus him. That game was literally me versus this guy. Yeah, man. It's just a crazy world we're living in. Anyway, let me end it there, man. You lot. Yeah, it's a difficult time. And listen, I'm not saying all these things to encourage guys to, you know, run away from women or, you know, oh, I'm just gonna be single for the rest of my life. No, I don't even encourage that at all. Like, you know, I think it's important for men to be with women and produce children and have families, but the reason why I'm saying these things is to outline a few reasons why a lot of men are choosing to stay single. And I think it's food for thought. And I think that if women actually sit down and take their emotions out of it and actually listen to what is being said, they'll see that, oh, there's some truth to what King Riches is saying. And he's not saying it just to be horrible or mean or whatever. He's saying it because there's some truth. And if you actually look around, look at your own friendship group, look at the women in your family, look at society, you will see that what I'm saying is true. Do you get what I'm saying? So this isn't me being misogynist or hating or being some guy that can't get girls, because I obviously can. It's just the real talk. It's just the truth. You know, we live in a world where women are modern and they still require men to be traditional, and it just doesn't compute. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work like that. You can't be a woman who dresses like you're single and dresses like you sell your body online or in real life, and then act like, oh yeah, I deserve a traditional good man who's going to treat me with respect. I mean, you're not really respecting yourself or your potential relationship with a guy. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So it's just, that's how it goes. And yeah, it's just food for thought. But anyway, you lot take care of yourselves. I'm out of here. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with more. So you lot take care. I'm out.